Hello.
All right, boys.
Hello.
We're here. We're being basic white men and starting a podcast.
Hello, guys, and welcome back to the channel, formerly known as Just Giving Up.
Yep.
Now will be known as Baked Beyond Belief. Now, what this podcast entails is we're going to get really baked every single time, and we're going to talk about things that are beyond belief. And what I mean by that is like mythical things, supernatural, aliens, things that are a little bit out of the realm of easily believable.
We sure are.
Like my dick. No,
It's unbelievably small.
it is.
This is going to be a permanent change. We're now going to be a podcast. We're going to be posting every single Friday at the same time, but it's only going to be podcasts. All of our previous videos are just going to be like this from now on.
We've decided to finally become basic white men and start a podcast.
It's just easier that way.
Yeah, it is.
It's less editing. We just come here and we sit and smoke weed and we talk about things that we may or may not believe in. We might even try and convince each other of things to believe in.
Facts.
Facts.
6.
You're going to find us on Spotify too. And all listening platforms.
Maybe.
If Adrian can
Maybe.
figure it out.
So we're just going to start out by doing the traditional baked beyond belief thing and getting fucking baked beyond belief. How do you feel about that, Alex?
I feel like it's a good idea. I don't know if that can being thrown around is gonna fuck up what you just said, but
I don't think so.
okay,
Probably not.
cool. All right. Yeah, that sounds good. I don't smoke weed. It fucks with my head. It makes my ADD go absolutely crazy, and it puts me into a downward spiral. So I'm ready.
Does it make you feel a little bit existential?
You sure?
All right.
I've actually never got high, like, properly before. And I can't actively smoke, so I have edibles. Or drinks.
Yeah.
So this will be a first, because I've actually never gotten actually high.
Well, this is going to be a sort of first for me because I'm going to be using sativa, which I'm not used to at all.
Is that the one that makes you sleepy?
No.
No, that's the other one.
So that makes you like high.
Mm-hmm.
This makes you Sweet Caroline. Bum, bum, bum. Guys, you guys are getting a completely different experience of this podcast than me right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, with these headphones.
Definitely getting this again. It's fucking fantastic.
Huh. Can I try a sip? Wow, that is potent. But yeah, it
What's
does
potent?
taste good.
But like
Huh?
the taste?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, guys, and let us know what you think of the new logo. Because since we fully converted our channel from Just Giving Up to Baked Beyond Belief, naturally, oh my god, I almost dropped that. Naturally, we would need a new logo, and we commissioned the same guy who did the Just Giving Up stuff, and yeah, let us know what you think of that, because we put a lot of work into
Hiring him.
making this possible. We had to get like 3 of these Shure SM7Bs,
Mm-hmm.
which was
It's money.
it's money.
It's a lot of money.
I'm not very good at doing this.
See
By,
that?
by the way, what I'm using is the Crafty. It's a dry herb vape, and we're gonna be just vaping it, just vaping the heck out of it.
I forget what this was called. It's Tropical Fruit
Can
by
of juice.
MXG.
So all of our other videos will still be you're still able to watch them. They'll still be up on the channel, so you're not missing out on that.
Yeah. I'll be on camera for a good amount of this. Please don't turn away.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not as good looking as the other boys. But if you like chonky, I'm here for you.
Triple C thick.
Triple C.
Put that there. Put that there. Okay. I need my phone. This is attached by an app. I'm super.
Is it really?
Yeah, I'm super fancy.
Why do you have... Oh, I forgot.
What?
Oh, we're going to be so fucked tomorrow, boys.
Oh, because of daylight savings?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay.
It went from 2 a.m. to 3 a.m. on my phone.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
It went forward, not backwards.
Why is that a thing?
I fucking hate it. Fuck you, government.
It was made for trains.
Was it trains or was it the farmers?
Trains.
Really?
Yep.
But like so many other
Oh wait,
places in
or
the
was
world
that,
don't.
or was that fucking, was that what is it called? Where it's like different times in the world.
Time zones?
Yeah, time
It's
zones.
not made for time zones.
No. I think the time zones were created for trains.
Yes, I can believe that. But the daylight savings was, I thought it was for farmers.
I think that's beyond belief.
I think it's just we don't know our own knowledge.
We don't know our own knowledge.
Yeah.
We don't know our own knowledge.
No.
We don't know.
This is so weird to hear myself.
You don't just have the one ear off.
I could,
You could just take your 1 year off.
Just take it off.
but why?
Be Picasso.
Why would I do that?
There's still some fucking.
That is Picasso, right?
Ooh.
The one with the 1 ear?
There's still some little drippage from the fucking.
That's gross.
Do you think we clean these tables here?
I know we don't clean these tables, and when I say tables, I mean table.
The table. We don't have multiple tables. It was Picasso, right? The one that had the ear.
No, that was Vincent Van Gogh.
Fuck. God damn it.
Stop hitting the table.
I'm sorry. I don't think these mics aren't sensitive enough.
No,
to
but yours is
fucking-
attached to the table.
You're correct. Mine is attached to the table. I forgot about that.
Try and breathe away from the mic.
I try not to hit the table. I'm a very
Yeah?
hitting the table person.
Sweet. Oh, I'm okay for now.
But you need to get baked beyond belief.
Oh, I will. Don't you worry.
From that little
You wanna
bit.
go- You want
Yeah,
gummy?
I don't smoke weed.
You want a gummy?
No.
Here, do you want some
No,
of that?
I'm gonna start throwing up if I smoke that. You know that.
Yeah, but I thought it'd be funny.
No.
Okay, I think we're gonna take a little pause here so that Stefan can let his bev soak in, and then we'll get on to some topics for beyond belief. Apparently, this like sativa's like the upper weed, which can make you a little anxious.
Awesome. I can't wait. As if I already don't have a problem with that already.
Pour me another drink, 'cause I don't wanna feel a thing no more. Hell no.
You guys are singing different songs?
No, I just fucked with the lyrics.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to sip it till the pain wears off.
Off.
Pour me another round.
Round.
Light 'em up and knock 'em down. 2 more, let's go. 'Cause I ain't never heard like this before.
Before.
Don't wanna think about her, wear a ring without her. Don't wanna hit the karaoke bar, can't sing without her.
Louder.
So make 'em drink strong, 'cause brother, she's gone.
On.
And if I'm ever gonna move on,
I'ma need some whiskey glasses.
'cause I don't wanna see the truth.
She's probably making out on the couch right now. Is someone new?
No.
I'm a little high already.
I can see how this one is like different though. Like a sativa rather than an indica.
Okay.
I do see how it's
Extra
a
batteries.
it's like a touch, like makes you a little more like spacey.
All right.
All
Let's
right.
get this party started.
So we just got super baked. Alex and I are, and Stefan's gonna catch up at some point.
Whenever the edibles hit.
Yeah, at some point during this. So guys,
Yes.
Guys.
Alex,
Yes.
what is your favorite beyond belief creature or idea?
Definitely supernatural kind of stuff.
The show?
No, I've never seen the show. I mean, probably like demonic things and stuff like that. Oh, the voodoo religion really sparks my interest. It's pretty crazy. So those things definitely. But I would say like demons and shadow figures.
Specifically.
Yep.
Specifically demons
Yes.
and shadow figures.
Yes.
Do you want to elaborate why?
Like the night terror shadow figure, like the ones that you wake up and you're essentially, like sleep paralysis. And you're
Yeah.
seeing, like
Yeah. So
like demon fuckers?
I've had. You just say demon fuckers?
Yeah, we're looking at demon.
All
fuckers
right.
in the eye, so I'm not scared of demons. So like,
Yeah, I am.
What I always think about when I hear of like, what do you call them? Shadow people?
Yeah.
shadow figures.
Shadow people? I think about like, I used to like go on Reddit and read these like meth articles like
Yep.
about people on meth, and they said like by like the fourth day or something awake, they would they'd see shadow people, and it's just like part of this like deliria from not sleeping for multiple days.
I think that's why I'm so intrigued by it, because I went through a point in time where I didn't sleep for 3 days, and I would see, but this was like a common thing throughout my childhood, that I would see like shadow figures and weird supernatural shit would happen. So those things are pretty crazy. I believe the closer you are to death, the more frequent those sights come and that you see. So
See that?
yeah.
Makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah, I've never had one. I've never seen, like, the closest I've seen to like a demon or a shadow figure is like I'm a Christian, so when I was in Africa, like like pastors praying over people and like demons coming, like the shaking, and you see the videos on YouTube and shit all the time.
Yeah, my favorite is the oral sex demon.
Yeah.
Oral sex demon. He,
Oral
like,
sex demon.
punches her in the fucking stomach. Or in the, I don't know what the fuck he does. He like hits her
Yeah.
in some way. It's really funny. I've seen shadow figures. This one fucked me up. It was so the way my bedroom was laid out when I was growing up, it's in the basement. So it was like my bed, and then I'd have like a little TV section, like 2 feet away from my bed. And then I had like my dresser and stuff like that. It was pretty high up. I'd say it was probably around like 4.5 feet tall. And I remember seeing this like black shadow. It was like a hunchback, and it like rose above that area and then back down, like it was walking with like an extreme limp. And that scared the absolute living piss out of me.
Did it like do anything?
It went up and down 3 times, and then I like flicked on the light on my phone. Because like my TV was on, so I could like see if I'd fit in the room, but nothing behind the TV. I could, because I always left the one light on in the laundry room, because I'm a little bitch boy and I get scared.
And how long ago was this?
I was 18.
18.
Yeah, so around 8 years ago.
We're getting old, cowboy.
We were fucking
Yeah.
old as shit. But yeah, so I saw that. That scared, that absolutely pissed me. Another thing that scared the piss out of me, I know I told AJ this story. I woke up one night at 3:33 in the morning. I remember that. In a panic, like an extreme fucking panic. Like it felt like I was running away. And the way that my mother's house is built is they just kind of built an extension on the left, like, so like there's the existing windows, and the existing walls of the house is still there. And so there's this like window that goes underneath the staircase in the one, and it's called we called it our family room. And I woke up in a panic, and I was staring at that window for some reason, and then I saw a foot, like a bare human foot, kick that window, and I thought it broke the glass. And then I didn't sleep that night.
So I didn't go to sleep that night either.
Yeah,
But it didn't. It
Wait.
wasn't breaking.
it didn't.
What was that?
It didn't break in.
Was that extension there when we were kids?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
so I would have seen it then.
Yeah.
Like the family room down the stairs.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It was broken.
It wasn't
No,
broken.
it wasn't
Wasn't
broken.
broken.
No.
That would happen frequently though. Like something would knock into windows, because there was 3 large windows above, like above my head.
Yeah.
In that basement. So there's been multiple times when something's like fucking hit it like really hard, and I wouldn't even be asleep. Like I would just be jerking off or something. I don't fucking know. Whatever. Use your imagination or don't, honestly. But something would hit that extremely hard, and then I'd be like, "What the fuck?" And I'd look for marks on the window to see if it was like a snowball or something. There'd be nothing there. So weird ass shit.
But
weird.
So now they just have like raccoons though.
Yeah, now the ghosts in my mother's house are replaced with a possum and raccoons and fucking feral cats and shit.
Like actual believable things.
Yeah.
Believable things. Like
Yeah. I don't see that stuff anymore though. I think it's because I worked on my mental health, because I kind of felt like my brain was manifesting a lot of it, or it could have been true. I don't know.
No, I've never seen anything like that. Believe it's real. 100%. Like demons and stuff like that. 100% real.
I used to believe in it die hard, but I don't know if I do anymore.
Like die hard, like it is 100% true.
Yeah, 100% true. I see it every night. Yeah, but now I'm like, I don't know.
But like, I believe it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bruce Willis. Great
Same.
movie. Great movie. Die Hard. Loved it.
Great movie.
I don't know. I'm so skeptical about like ghosts and spirits and everything. I don't know. It feels like everything can be explained in some way or another that isn't actually supernatural.
Yeah.
Like shadow people, for example. Like a lot of people see that as like delusions in meth. But some people believe it's like drugs are this like weird connect between like another realm.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, you heard that like Steve-O's story where he talked about like he was one time he was on other shit, he's like huffing or something, but like he hit a bong and then some guy came into his room,
right,
hit a bong and then like walked through the wall.
Yeah.
I think he was huffing at the time.
Yeah. I definitely heard that story too. And that's like keep in mind at this point in my life, I was on some extremely heavy fucking medication. I was on Seroquel and like 2 other medications, and it was shitty. That's where I got sleep paralysis, and sleep paralysis for me was like a nightly occurrence. I'd have the feeling of being wrapped up in my own blankets and being lifted out of my bed.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and it was like I describe it almost as like a glass like ceiling, like for me to like break through. Like the drugs would kind of give me like a weird sensation that I can't wake up, and I'd have to like a couple times I had to like throw myself out of bed, like physically, like actually roll out of bed and hit the floor for me to actually like come to and like physically wake up, although I was awake mentally.
Do you think it went like in combination with a lack of sleep?
It did. It definitely did. Yeah, because there was at one point I went 3 days without sleeping, not because I wanted to by any means, but just because that's just
how it worked out.
My brain just wouldn't shut off. So
yeah, I
don't know if it was mental health or if it was actually supernatural stuff, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. See, I had I'd say 2 experiences where I was like iffy, but like both times I'm like, one was a dream, the other one I was like very, very tired and confused.
Mm-hmm.
So one time I was just in my bed, and I remember there was like this like black figure that I thought was like standing over me for a second, and then it was like I did a double take. It's like I rolled over to go back to bed, and then I flipped, and the figure was gone again.
Yeah.
So it was just this kind of like weird double take where I like wasn't sure. Then the second time, I remember I took my ex-girlfriend to Salem, Massachusetts.
Yep.
And I remember I asked for a haunted hotel room. Like I emailed them ahead of time. It was actually pretty cool because this fucking room that they gave us, and they're really excited that we were asking for a haunted hotel room. Like they weren't. I guess it's not like a rare occurrence for people to be like, yeah, give us the most haunted one. But they're known as a haunted hotel, but I guess they're also a normal motel. I don't know. I don't know all the logistics of it, but they gave us this like huge room. It had it's definitely the most weird hotel room I had. It had like a bed in one room, and then there was like a big area, like an open area. It was like that could have been the room in itself. It had a TV, had this huge like side area for, I don't know, for fucking activities. It was just carpeted and shit. And then you there's a door here and a door here. This door was a shower room.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just a room that was entirely a shower.
Fuck yeah.
Anyways. Sounds like a suite.
And then...
Sounds like it was sweet.
And then we went... it was pretty sweet. Then we went through the other door, and that was the washroom, and it connected to another room that was just another bed.
Oh.
And then
100% sweet.
And they both had, like, entrance, like card swipe entrances.
Oh, wow.
But it was like fucking confusing, man.
Yeah.
But anyways, when I was there, I remember like sleeping there, and there was this like ghostly figure when I fell asleep that I thought like went over me for a sec, but then I like woke up. So I wasn't, but like I couldn't remember if like I woke up and I like kind of the thing like went away because I woke up, or if it was like I actually woke up, because I remember in the dream I was just kind of like laying in the exact same position I was laying in the bed. And then I like woke up and I'm like, holy fuck, I might have had a nightmare.
See, and that's something that like my mind goes to as well, is because even to this day I know what, like, when I have passed out or when I am passing out, because I'll hear like an audio thing that, like, when I was a kid I thought it was a real thing. Like, I remember I had this very vivid dream of a young boy coming into my room. It was me. It was like a version of me, and he picked up this plastic toy and he started hitting it with a drumstick, and like that woke me up. And then I'd like open my eyes, and then there would be nobody there. But like now, like, and it's weird because it's always the same sound. Like, it's switched a couple times in my life, but like now it's a screen door shutting, like an actual sound
when you're about to fall asleep.
Yeah, like I'll hear that noise randomly, and I'm like, I'm about to pass out. It's weird.
That's interesting. It'd be kind of nice to like if I had that though, because I was like, it's like, okay, I'm actually falling asleep. I feel like I'd get happy and then wake up.
See that? Yeah, that's what kind of happens though. Is like I hear that and I'm like, oh, I almost fell asleep, and then I'm like, okay, now my mind's awake again. But now I kind of counteract that because I'll sleep with audiobooks on, and then I realize when I'm about to go to sleep is when I realize I've tuned the audiobook out entirely. Like, I don't even hear it. I don't hear the audiobook, but I know it's playing. And then in my head, I'm like, I'm so not focused on that, and I'm about to pass out. And the way I can tell if I've actually woke up is because I can hear the audiobook.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so I'll be like trying to sleep. I'll be listening to it, and then I've realized that I can't even hear the audiobook anymore. And at that point, I'm like, I'm asleep. And then if I start to hear the audiobook again, I'm like, I've woken up.
You're like conscious in your sleep, or like just when you're about to.
I'm a very vivid dreamer. I've literally written songs in my sleep before, and then woken up and then been like this is the melody these are the lyrics I came up with.
That is.
Yeah, so you're very like lucid dreamer.
Yeah. That would be the correct term. Yeah.
Did you do anything to get that power?
What's funny is I watched I've always, and that, like, because I can also in my dreams tell when I'm having a nightmare, and I understand that I can gain control of what happens in the dream, right? So I'll be like, oh, this situation is starting to make me feel sketchy, and then I can think in my head and change that dream and be like, I'm going to think of something like being on the beach, and then I'm now in a beach. But when I was a kid, I watched something about, like, it was like American Dad or Family Guy, and like Steve, he was like, when I see a red ball in my dream, I know I'm having a lucid dream. And then I was like, I think I can actually control that. So then I set that in my head, like, if I do see a red ball, I know that I can control it. And then I've just been able to I don't get nightmares anymore now because I can Like, I mean, like sometimes you become conscious in your dream and you're like, wow, this is a shitty situation. I'm just like, I'm gonna change that.
So like, how do you decide like if you see a red ball though or not? It's just something that you would notice consistently, and then you.
Yeah. Well, I saw that that episode, and then I realized that I'm a very lucid dreamer, because I was like, can't everybody just fucking take control of their dream?
Yeah.
And then like I had nightmares when I was a kid, don't get me wrong, but like I realized at that point I can control what happens.
Yeah. Do you feel like you have dreams every single night? Like when you
no,
pass out?
no, not every single night. As I'm passing out, yeah, but like once I'm asleep, I
Interesting.
yeah. And there's multiple times where I'll, like throughout the night I'll be like, oh, I'm dreaming. Okay, cool. I'm gonna make it so a supermodel is in a hot tub next to me.
Yeah. Nice.
I can't say that I have like any awareness when I'm about to fall asleep. Like,
Really?
Yeah, I have zero awareness.
Really? Is that just a me thing?
No, like I understand where you're coming from because I'll fall asleep watching to streams and YouTube videos.
Yeah.
And I just have it playing. But for me, like I'm listening to it, and then next thing I know, I'm waking the fuck up listening to it. But like 8 hours
Oh
later.
yeah, that doesn't happen to me at all.
Yeah, I'm just like because like I'll wake up or actually I've had your experience. I understand because I would have fallen asleep and I'm waking up and trying to flip over, and then or if I'm thinking of something while trying to fall asleep while I have video on, the video's gone, and then almost like but then I get freaked out actually about it, and I actively wake myself up.
Oh yeah, I don't
Because,
get freaked out.
Yeah, because I get freaked out. I'm like, why can't I hear this video? I swear I turned one on.
Oh yeah,
And then
see
I
that.
flip over, and it is playing, and like,
What I'm noticing the difference between you and I in our sleep pattern, as I keep getting close to the microphone, is that I can.
I think you want to
consciously-
be closer than that though.
halfway between what you
Right
were.
here?
Yeah.
Okay. I can. I know when I'm passing out, and I can choose the ability to wake myself up or not.
Yeah, like I can't do that. I get freaked out in that state, and it's because for me it's one of those things like I swear I turned one on, right in my brain, and then that freaks me out for some reason,
Okay. Yeah.
and so I actively start trying to listen for it, and then I'm like, oh okay, but usually it's more like that happens either like I'm thinking about something because I'm a very vivid daydreamer.
Yeah. So am I.
Yeah, and so like I'll be daydreaming something for some reason. Like the noise of the video is not distracting me enough, and I'm just like daydreaming some fucking story of who knows what, and just it freaks me out when all of a sudden I can't hear the audio anymore, and I'm just like right. But that's like usually I'm trying to sleep, right, and then I like listen to it and try to drone out my own thoughts with the sound of the video, and then I fall asleep.
I'd say like my only awareness like when I'm close to falling asleep is when stuff is too loud. Like what I tend to do like when I'm trying to fall asleep is like I usually watch something, like I just have something on, or I don't have anything on. Like I can sleep like that too. But I think the main thing is if I am listening to something, which I think I do for the most part, it starts to get too loud. Like the volume that it was at is no longer like comfortable to like fall asleep.
Like in your head?
Yeah, so
like the volume in your head is too loud.
No. The volume, like the TV.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean.
Just,
like, okay.
It just I think I like think I overthink it when I'm trying to sleep as well. But I don't know, the TV just like it gets louder somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Like for example, if I fell asleep on the couch, I would have the TV at 12, and then like when I'm getting closer to falling asleep, I'm like, that's too loud, and I end up turning it all the way down to 6 until and like 6 is like the happy spot when I'm trying to sleep.
Yeah, like there's definitely a sweet spot for volume with how I sleep too, though. Like otherwise I'll pay attention to it too much, and I can't like actually detach from it. So I have to like turn it down to the point where like, cause I also sleep with like rain noises on. I put it to around the same volume
Yeah.
to where I can still hear the words the audiobook is saying if I pay attention to it. But for the most part, I can detach and just hear like the rain noises and like the voices of that.
Yeah.
So
How does that, when you're listening to an audiobook, how does that not, like, I can't listen to audiobooks from falling asleep anymore because it actively upsets me when I wake up and I've missed, like I clue in to whatever the hell's happening waking up, right pisses me off.
No, it's, yeah. So that actually used to happen to me too. But what I started doing is because like I believe you should reread a book or re-listen to a book.
Yeah.
So I'll just start off from like the point where I like not even just remember, but like to the point where I fully understand.
Yeah.
Like I was in chapter 2, section 1, and like I'm like, okay, I don't really fully remember all of this, so I'm gonna go back to one previous, and I'm like, okay, I remember all of this, so I'll just start from there.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I can't believe how you guys are having these like crazy internal things happening while you're like trying to fall asleep.
Yeah, it's the YouTube that actively makes me stop doing that. And so that's the reason I have noise, is because I will daydream while trying to fall asleep, and then I'll just be up for hours.
Yeah. No,
And,
yeah,
like,
absolutely.
I have to have the noise to drown out. Like, even if it's just a fan, I need a noise to drown out
So
my
do
own
I.
thoughts.
I can't go to sleep. I can go to sleep in complete silence if I'm tired enough. But like for example, I go to bed around like 8:39.
Yeah.
Usually, right now it's like 3 in the fucking morning. I'd actually be getting up for bed in half an hour. I'd be getting up to go to work in half an hour. Fuck, what were you saying there? I lost my train of thought, which happens. Oh yeah, because I like my mind is just there's thoughts all the time, not like negative thoughts, just like I'm thinking of so many things right now. Even as I'm talking about this, I'm thinking about how there's colors in your speed bag. I'm thinking that the fact that your punching bag also has red on it, and it's cool that there's colors in between it. I'm also thinking about the bands that are there that I'm like, oh wow, that seems dangerous. You could probably like get yourself caught on that and like accidentally hang yourself or something. I just worry about you, man. But like my brain just like it goes a million miles a second. Like I need to read. If I'm reading a book, like physically reading or studying, I need to listen to music. Like I will listen to music while I read, because I can't just pay attention to one thing because my brain will wander too far. But if I have music to help kind of drown out like the noise and have something for me to pay attention to as I'm reading a book, I'm golden. And I feel like that also carries that like that way into my sleep.
Yeah, I just don't do that.
Oh, and
that's where our brains are different at this moment.
Yeah.
I don't.
And
thinking.
Hey guys, I just want to let you know, I don't do that.
Yeah. It's also, I'm gonna allude back to the noise that I hear that I know, like I know, like I'm passing out. It always comes with a swell. It's like a, and then I hear it.
That's so like, it's so
Yeah, that's
lucid, and it's kind of like something I wish that I had. And like, I don't know about you guys, but I don't even like, I don't dream that much. But even when I do, it's definitely not within my control. Like,
Well, I can tell
Really?
you right now, I don't dream hardly ever.
yeah, me neither.
Like I remember very specific dreams, and those are the only times that I think I've lucidly woke up in that dream, and it's the only dreams I remember. And there's only a couple of them, and one of them was a nightmare, and one of them was me just murderizing zombies with all the weapons.
Oh, I've had that.
It's such a good dream.
That's a good dream. But like, don't get me wrong. There's times where I'll dream. Okay, yeah, I'll move it back. There's times where I'll dream and I don't fully understand that I'm dreaming, and I'm like, wow, this is a shitty situation. How did this happen? How'd you get yourself into this one? And then I'm like, oh wait, I'm sleeping. It's a dream, and I can change it entirely.
Yeah.
Right, but I don't like it. It's not always like I try not to think about the negative, because like I'm like, wow, this situation's getting hairy, and like instead of
Speaking of Harry, you want to talk about werewolves?
yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
But I won't think. I'm like, how could this get worse? Because then it happens.
Yeah.
I'm like, what would be the best situation in this? And then that's what I think about, because otherwise my brain will actually show what I don't want to see.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, werewolves.
sense.
Werewolves. I don't believe in werewolves. What a good
Werewolves,
segue
yeah.
that was, Alex.
Yeah, that one.
I don't know. I don't know. I've seen some hairy men before.
Wait, before we get on to anything else, do you, when you're in your mind, do you see in pictures or these are just words?
Both.
You see both?
Yeah,
AJ,
like
both?
videos.
Yeah,
Videos, yeah.
but my thoughts are words.
I don't.
So you're like you have a narrator going.
I have an inner monologue. Yeah.
Yeah. That like I just have the video.
What?
I said, never mind.
Why?
No, just I realized I was going in a really stupid direction. I wanted to just stop myself while I was ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to.
Do you have an inner monologue, AJ?
Like a person talking?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
No, I don't have that.
You don't have thoughts?
Not in the form of words.
You just see pictures?
Yeah, I see what I'm gonna about. I see it as in like. I don't know how to describe it.
I
Or, like,
understand,
what is
because-
like pictures, but like
Yeah.
I don't have like the verbal cue of someone talking in my head, like a narrator in a movie. You see the screen going on and you see the characters, and then you have someone that's not in that film talking.
So you can't like speak in your head.
Not really. I see it as like a movie. Like there's a character in my head of me talking, but like there's not like a narrator of a voice talking.
Yeah, I definitely have both of those.
I'm confused.
Right, so like when you look
I don't
at
know
a
how this
movie,
fucking
right?
works.
When you look at a movie and there's a character on the screen, say it's a scene of some sort, right? And then you have the narrator, meaning like just the person talking in the video, where he's not actually on the screen, he's just like telling you what's happening right now in the scene. The narrator. I just see the scene and what's happening in the scene. I don't have the narrator telling me what's in the scene.
Well, yeah, neither do I. But I have the ability to think my voice in my head.
Yeah, I can't do that. Like for me, that baffles me, and I'm trying actively right now. It's not working.
Wait. Like the voice in your head isn't you. Is like what you're
Well, no, like the
He's saying that there is no voice in his head.
I'm saying there's no voice in my head.
voices in my head again.
I like the slow grab to the microphone.
Yeah, no, I have no voices in my head. Like when you guys are like, yeah, I think about when people say it's like, yeah, think about what you're gonna say before you say it.
Yeah,
it baffles me because
Really?
I can't. It's really hard for me to do that.
That's how I need to like sing. Is
Oh,
like
really?
yeah, because I hear notes as well, right? With my voice, and I have to be like
Oh yeah,
and
that's
then,
so hard.
and then I can do it
Yeah,
sometimes.
I see like a karaoke screen with forwards.
Okay.
Wait, you mean like I don't? You're like yeah, I see notes and I think about what I say where I'm more like reading off a karaoke screen.
Huh.
Right? You're like, yeah, I'm gonna think about what I say and like,
Now-
I see the notes and stuff, and I'm just like,
What the
I
fuck
just
is
am
happening?
saying words.
like when you listen to somebody talk, do you for example, when you're speaking, my voice in my head keeps up with what you are saying. That's how I know I'm listening to somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah,
my
yeah.
brain
yeah.
is completely blank. Like I can understand what you're saying, but I don't have a narrator like a voice in my head
Just a
keeping up what
monkey
you're
with a
saying.
cymbal. Oh, he doesn't hear sounds, so it's
It
just
doesn't make sense. Yeah.
No, I just
No, I don't understand. Like
just
it's
imagine-
like yeah, the voice in my head is keeping up with what you're saying.
Wait, so you don't get like songs stuck in your head?
No, not really. I'll just start singing them.
Do you
Like I do, but I can make them stop pretty easy.
Yeah,
What-
so can I, but
What I'm thinking is like the time when I would have like the most internal dialogue is when I would
be bagged.
Bag.
no no fucking dummy sorry is like when I'm thinking about doing something
Mhm.
but I'm like nervous about it and I'm like try to talk myself into it or try and talk myself out of it.
Yeah.
Like if there's I don't know, I like the example that came to mind, it's like going up to a girl and talking to her at a bar.
Yep.
That's when I would have the most like, oh my god, should I don't know if I should, like, come on, just do it.
Yeah.
That's the time where like I would have the most internal.
And when you're doing that though, are you seeing like a picture in your head of you doing it? Or are you just typing yourself up with words?
I'm just talking to myself. It's like,
yeah, but for me, when I'm doing something along that example, right? I'm running through scenarios in my head like a movie. Like if I like the scenario is this.
Yes, I do that as well.
This. That's all I can do.
I do that. I can do that as well.
Because
though.
the word thing is confusing. Because that is what I guess talking to myself is. I'm running through a scenario in my head.
You're just you're just thinking about if you walked a.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, like I think I do both because like to me like the voice in my head is definitely me, and is definitely like I'm definitely talking to myself, but I can also like play through things that I'm imagining happening sometimes. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. This is all very confusing. And Alex, I didn't realize Alex had such control of his dreams. I'm kind of like, I'm a little bit jealous of it, to be honest. Don't tell him. Don't tell him.
Don't tell him.
Well, I think it happened from when I was taking Seroquel, because I would need to like I wouldn't wake up if I didn't actively push through that glass ceiling, as I call it. There was days that I'd sleep for 14 hours straight just because like I just didn't bother even trying to. And yeah, but like me actively like having to do that, I think that's what kind of like in my dream I can control my physical body and I'm still asleep.
Like your outside body.
Yeah.
While you are asleep. So like you could move your toes.
Yeah. In my dream, like I can feel.
Yeah.
Like.
Okay, so
that's how I used to throw myself out of bed.
Oh yeah.
In your dream, like, are you still dreaming? Are you still dreaming? Sorry, this is like the thing that came to my mind. Are you dreaming like you are? Imagine like you're playing like Super Mario 64.
Yep.
So you are Mario in the video.
Yep.
And you can feel everything that Mario feels.
Yep.
But you're also the person holding the controller and like moving your fingers and your toes.
Yep.
And you can feel both of those people.
Yes.
That's fucked.
That's cool.
But the flip side to that though is like I've had times where I'm like, because I can feel a difference, right? So I've had times where in my dream I'm like punching and kicking, and I'm like, fuck, did I actually do? And like I'd be sleeping next to my ex, and I'm like, did I actually? And there's been a couple of times where she's like, you elbowed me in the face last night, and I'm like, oh, fuck, I thought I did. I'm so sorry. Not like intentional, but like
I thought I did.
like I was worried I did that because in my dream
bitch.
I elbowed a zombie next to me. Like I just straight up was like, bah! Like,
what the fuck is with you guys dreaming of fighting zombies?
You don't get those dreams?
Zombies are awesome.
Yeah, dude.
I love those dreams.
You just dream. You're like, I have a tank.
Yeah.
There's zombies around me.
Yeah, just run through them.
Yeah.
Man.
Which I've sleepwalked before too.
Oh, that's bad.
I think I did that.
Yeah, you definitely fucking did.
Do you remember that? Because I sleepwalk once, and it woke up my mom. It's the only reason I know.
I used to sleepwalk when I was a kid, and then my mother, my parents at that time, would actually find me. I'd ball up on like the third step up in my house.
Yeah,
I'd fall asleep there.
Which is really moved.
Yeah. Fuck, I forgot what else I was gonna say, but yeah, that's
I sleepwalk.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. AJ definitely.
Wait.
sleepwalks.
So, I'm gonna tell my story because it sounds like you've seen him walk around.
Oh, bro,
Yeah,
I saw him drop elbows from the top rope.
I saw him walk.
I've seen you sit up. I don't know what it is, but like some people get like angry when they sleepwalk. Like my ex did that. I forgot the one thing. She like at one point, I like rolled over. Like just very casually rolled over, like just move, or like I shimmied, like there was not a lot of movement. It wasn't like fucking AJ wrestling people in his sleep. Like and like my ex, she like fully pushed her, like a full push up out of bed, looked at me, was like, "Can you stop fucking moving?" And this was like a month into us dating.
Yeah.
Right? So then like the next day I was like I'm so sorry if I kept you up, and she's like, "What are you talking about?" And I'm like,
Yeah.
you got like you cursed at me like last night, and she was like, "What?" I was like, yeah, and she like I told her, and she was like, "What the fuck? No, I don't even I have no recollection of that."
Yeah. I feel like I've seen that happen though, because my parents and people have told me that like I would move if something happened. Right? This was very recently because I just got a cat. Right?
Yep.
When she was younger, she used to bite my feet. Like
It was
by my
actually
toes.
me.
Yeah. But apparently I would always just yell at it, being like, "Marley, no."
I fucking was sleep screaming here the one time.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
I can't believe we just glossed over that. Yeah. I woke up the next day and I was like, my voice is fucking killing me. Like we must have like did hardcore karaoke.
Yeah.
And then I go upstairs and AJ was like, what did you said something to me. You were like, are you all right? Or like
Yeah. I don't know. Like I was like, are you okay? Like were you singing this morning? Like,
oh yeah, that's what you said.
because like it's not.
Glad to hear my screaming is like Alex is singing right now.
Yeah. Well, it's not like out of character for you to like just be screaming.
Yeah, it's not.
Even
What's funny is that people don't know that I can do metal vocals. They just think that I'm just hollering.
all the time,
For
just
fun.
off camera. He's like, okay, finally I can ascend it.
But yeah, no, tell your side of that.
What, you screaming?
Yeah.
I don't know. I remember like waking. I heard screaming in the morning. Like I heard it, but I just kind of glossed over it. And then what happened? I forget.
Well, I was told that like we were being loud last night by your mother.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then I was like, "Oh no, like we went to bed at like a decent time. We weren't like singing." And she was like, "You don't remember screaming no?" No? Like, apparently I was like, "No!" Like, "No!" Like, see, but that's the thing is like I have control of my dreams apparently only when I'm conscious about it, because like I have no fucking recollection. Like there's nothing in my brain that was like, you were running away from fucking, I don't know, an axe murderer with a giant strap on attached to his forehead. Like I have nothing in my head that like tells me why I was hollering, screaming no.
Yeah.
Hey Alex,
What's up?
let's be honest. You'd be running towards that.
Yeah.
Come here.
Backwards running.
Backwards running.
But
Jump and lunge at him.
yeah, but that's the thing is like I have so much control over my dreams and what happens, but like apparently only when I'm conscious of it, because that night there was that if I have one beer, it fucks my sleep up so harsh. Gosh. It fucks it up like I don't sleep if I have like one beer. If I have multiple and I get drunk and pass out, I'm good. Or if I'm really exhausted, yeah, but like I can't come home from work and like have a beer.
Because then does it keep you up?
Yes.
Sick.
Yeah, so where were we in Mexico?
When I was sleepwalking?
Yeah.
One of them. One of the tropical places, Cuba or
Yeah,
Mexico.
yeah. I gotta see if I can remember the full context, because it happened in like events and it was really weird. So the
At
first
events.
like no like it was like a timeline.
Oh.
Yeah. So AJ passed out first. And I was in the bed like next to him, and I forgot you just like fully sat up at one point, like just straight like fucking like crisscross applesauce that shit. And I was like and I was just like, I just remember I just looked at you, right? And you're just staring like just straight faced towards like just like the front of the room. And then I remember just being like, do you like need to go to the bathroom? And then with the most calm fucking almost creepy voice, I just get back, no. and then you just casually lie down like in the most graceful way.
My fucking alternative identity just checking it in.
Yeah, right. And I was like, fuck, that was weird. And then like
Hamburgers
30
down.
minutes later of me watching, I don't know, fucking Spanish Degrassi or some shit. Yeah, I don't fucking know. You like
What was that show we were watching?
I don't know. But the thing I loved about us watching that show is the fact that I know for a fact neither of us speak Spanish. And we were so in tune to it. And neither of us said a thing about the fact that we don't understand anything. We just watched it for like an hour. We're like, wow, that's what happened. It's like, yeah, they probably told us.
It was
But
some couples show. Like,
yeah, it was really weird.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And then you like got like straight out of bed, like he's now on his feet. Motherfucker's mobile now, and he's just you like walk to like so like if this is the bed, you get up out of the and you walk to the front of the bed, and I didn't even say anything at this point because I just thought you were going to the bathroom, and then you just straight up like both feet jumped in the air and like elbow dropped your bed. And then like just and then just then you just like and then like fucking AJ's elbow drop, and then you just wrap yourself up in your blankets and then just go back to sleep. And I think I said something else. Oh yeah, I was like I forgot exactly what I said, but you were like you got like angry back at me once again, staying on with that theme. I said something and you're like, what? And like I was the one who was out of pocket here.
no, wait. Wasn't there something like you cleared your throat and then I cleared mine back?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I forgot about that. I just casually was like cuz I'm smoking fucking cigadarts in Mexico, and you were just like you obnoxiously did it back, but like louder, like you were like making fun of me. Like I was like, and you're like,
This almost sounds like AJ. Though.
Yeah. I don't know. That was weird. But the thing is, like we've slept in the same room many times, and like I've never seen that again.
Yeah.
But that was like just in Mexico. Maybe it's just something in the water.
He's just so relaxed.
It must be something
just comes
in
out.
the water.
Did not like that.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Does anyone see my phone? Just out of curiosity.
No.
Yeah, like oh, holy fuck! I'm so stupid.
But yeah, no, that definitely happened. It was really funny. My favorite was the elbow drop, and then like I forgot what I said. I was like cool move or something, right? Just normal me shit. And then you got like angry at me.
Oh, for calling it a cool move.
No, just for like talking or something. Like you were like what? Or like you're like what? I'm trying to sleep. And I was like but are ya? Or like I was like, you're trying to sleep. Like I
do again. Sorry.
You fucking elbow dropped the bed.
Oh, that one.
Yeah. And then you like got upset at me for talking.
That's so funny. I like it.
And I like that alter ego. Yeah. I just remember I was like, oh wait, that's why I didn't film it, because that was the fucking trip where I decided I like showed a person in the pool like my music video. And then like I'm at the pool bar and we're like talking, I show them and I turned around, get back on my feet in the pool, and I was like, I'm gonna put my phone in my pocket. And I just put my phone in my pocket. And I walked from one end of the pool to the other until I realized I had my phone in my pocket. And then thinking that for some reason this would do it justice, I took it out, then threw it onto shore. Like throwing it is gonna, like maybe if I act dramatic now, I'll save it.
Yeah.
Oh, and then I decided to plug it in when I got back to the hotel room, and I literally woke up. I woke up to the fucking phone smoking.
Come on, Alex.
Oh,
Come on,
and then I remember calling the fucking front desk, and I was like, "Hey, can I get a bowl of rice?" And I think they sent us a bowl of cooked rice or something, or they were like, "Just get rice at the buffet," and I was like, "But it can't be cooked," and they were like, "There's rice there." I don't know. It was something really weird.
How drunk were you, bro?
I remember that same night when you did that to your phone. that same night you did that to your phone was the night like we both woke up at the same time. Like we just because we were planning to do shit that night, right? But we just went back and went to bed. We got back, and I remember like we for some reason this whole trip we would wake up at the exact same times too.
Oh yeah.
But we woke up at the same time. I looked at you, and you said to me like, "Bro, how did we get back here?" Or something like.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like I had yeah, because I blacked out, and I was just like, and all of a sudden I was just in the bed,
and then I said some shit like, "The last thing I remember was being at the buffet," and you were like. We went to the buffet.
Yeah, because like I had no fucking idea that even happened. But now I remember going to the buffet because I remember like one of us was wearing like a tank top, and they were like, "You can't wear a tank top in here." But for some reason, I had like an extra shirt.
I think I ended up wearing your shirt.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I wore your shirt. I think you had a button up that you brought. I had a proper shirt with us. But I put yours on for some reason.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I just couldn't find it in the bag quick enough, so I just put your shirt on.
Yeah. Do you remember Canadian food night at the fucking Mexican pub? I was like legit pissed by this. Like I because it wasn't like there was nothing there. Like like they literally had fries.
Yeah.
And then they had like a cheese station beside it, and then they had like a fixing stations that had gravy, but they had no actual like Canadian dishes. And I was like, you guys could literally just make a thing of poutine right now, and like that would be like you're like I made a Canadian dish because Canadians aren't original at all, and we just kind of take other people's like things. We're like, yeah, that's also Canadian, like the Nanaimo bars.
Canadian bacon.
Is that really Canadian though?
What is Canadian?
It's like back bacon.
What would you count as like something that's Canadian food?
Nanaimo bars.
Yeah, man.
Nanaimo bars are 100%.
Poutine's also Canadian.
Yeah.
That's Quebec.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that was that yeah, I remember that. I remember waking up and you're like, I don't remember anything from the buffet, and I was like, we went to the buffet? Like I was just so shocked.
Where did you pass out?
What?
Where did you pass out?
In my bed.
Yeah.
No. I mean, like, what did you remember?
We made.
I didn't remember anything. I remember being at the pool bar, and I remember going back to the hotel room, and we had a couple of cervezas, por favor, and
I also think that might have been the exact same time, like that night where there was all that shit, where that like one chick was like, "Oh, come."
Oh yeah, and then we just laughed at her. Like the only chance we had in Mexico that maybe in the glimpse of hope one of us could have gotten laid, and we just laughed at her. Yeah, because I remember I was like trying to pull like a tip out for the driver, and I remember we were also super annoyed by those two girls to begin with. Like we moved cars.
Yeah.
Like in like the little transportation system.
And you were like making faces at her or something.
Yeah.
How drunk were you guys then?
Oh, I was literally hanging off the side of the fucking bus thing, smoking a cigarette. It was like, whoa! Like, and I remember that the driver was like, please get back in your seat.
Weren't you like, wasn't there something like you were making weird faces at her or something?
Yeah.
Why? That sounds so weird.
Yeah. Yeah, I that rings a bell, but I can't quite remember. All I remember is at one point I like tried to pull money out of my pocket, but like I pulled a condom out and looked at her.
Yeah, like I think you were just doing shit to just mess with her. Like I think you winked at her or something. Or like,
oh yeah, I did both of those.
To yourself, then, is what you're saying.
No, but the funny part is she was getting off at a stop, and then like we were getting off at two stops after, and she gets off, and she was like, well, why don't you come back to my room or something like that, and then we're just like, and then just walked away, like, yeah,
that makes sense.
Holy fuck!
I believe you guys being that piss drunk, probably though you were at.
Oh
that
man,
you would do that.
That was a fucking day.
That was a day.
that whole like stretch of events.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Holy fuck!
What else happened that trip?
Did we see any ghosts?
No, not in Mexico.
Not in Mexico.
Not in Mexico. What else happened on one of our trips? I like how this was supposed to be like beyond belief stuff, and we're just like talking about.
And then it turned out to an actual podcast.
Yeah,
That's what you're telling me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
Fuck.
before I do that, what mythical creature would you most fuck?
Would you most?
What does your search history look like, Stefan?
It's incognito. So
Good.
Beyond belief creature.
yeah,
Stefan?
beyond belief creature. Sorry.
What would you stick your? Wait. What would you? How did you phrase that? Which one would you fuck most?
Most or just at all?
At all? Well, you might have a
Most.
list. I don't know.
I don't
If you have
know.
one thing to fuck,
I don't really
And you
like.
had to multiple times.
Oh, I didn't. That wasn't my.
I don't know. Probably like a hot vampire girl. She's like, I want to suck your dick.
Very cold.
Oh God, I'll put a space heater there.
No, you just get one of those heaters that like heat up your
Then it'd
blanket
be
and
like-
pump you up.
Yeah, I'm a heating technician,
Yeah.
so I'll Jimmy rig something.
Yeah, I believe you.
Would if you heated it up, wouldn't it get like sticky?
Stingy, sticky.
Is
What?
sweat supposed to be sticky?
Yeah, what's
I don't
getting
know.
sticky here?
I'm thinking of like warming up
What?
cold dead meat.
Vampires technically their meat isn't dead. You think of zombies, bro.
Yeah, I wouldn't fuck a zombie. I feel like.
Nobody asked.
I mean, like if they're like decayed
Yeah,
far
yeah,
enough, that's
yeah.
just like multiple holes that you could fuck. Really?
Yeah, because I know vampires are technically undead, but they're not
How about
dead.
a fresh dead zombie? Like
Good old Fromby.
You mean like just died and just turned into a zombie?
yeah,
I don't know.
like
I feel like
maybe
Stuff I
like a
wouldn't.
fucking. Oh, I almost said.
I think I'd be too afraid to get
I don't
bit.
know.
Like, what kind of fucking
Had a
crazy
heart
motherfucker
attack.
would you have to look? It's like, this
Well-
is a zombie girl that just turned dead. I'm in.
well,
Just, like,
the trick
run
the
towards
trick
the
is
fucking
the
dead
trick
guy.
is the trick is you go to long-term care facilities for that because they ain't got no teeth. You know?
yeah.
Wait, could you get like the zombie virus through your penis? Is that like an STD? STDZ?
I don't know. I think
Sexually
it's,
transmitted
I think it's
disease.
supposed to go into your bloodstream.
I think.
So I think that's the reason why biting works is because they're biting you. Sorry, they're literally biting you.
Yeah, but I'm saying like that's going right up your pee hole.
I think we're talking about necrophilia. No.
Yeah.
I like realized that like after I'm like wait
You
wait,
murdered
wait a
zombies.
Yeah. That's pretty
this
gross.
is a real thing. Like
Yeah, I think for me it would be mermaid as long as the top half is woman.
So you're just gonna fuck a fish hole? I'd almost
I'm
prefer the
down.
bottom half. I could just like I don't know.
You gotta look
The
at
top
it
hash
still, no
was
matter
woman.
what angle it's at.
Blindfolds are a wonderful thing.
Damn, blindfolds. If you didn't have to have a blindfold on, wow. It's
what if? How about this, Stefan? What if it was the top half was woman, the bottom half bottom half was fish,
Mhm.
but there was also a fish pussy associated with that, and that's what you had to fuck.
Yeah, it'd be all scaly, bro.
Would it be worth it?
Fish don't also. I'm pretty sure fish don't fuck. They like lay eggs, and
Yeah,
then,
they
like
lay
some guy
eggs,
comes
yeah.
and just jerks off on
So
them.
that's
Yeah.
what he would have to do. Fuck.
jerk off myself.
That's what he does now. Fish or not.
Hey, Stefan.
What's up?
Can you tell? Actually, no, never mind. I was gonna say like the one Stefan told the story
Oh, the African one?
in Africa.
Yeah, I know exactly. what-
He had his iPod Touch
Oh.
stolen.
yeah,
right?
pickpocketed.
He got pickpocketed, and the way he explained the story, like he explained this story like way more in depth.
Yes,
But,
I was there for this. This was really funny.
I explained it way more in depth, but
I explained it way more in depth.
oh yeah, sorry. He explained it way more in depth,
Uh-huh.
but fucking basically this guy like grabbed his arm and
Yeah, that's the
Stefan in the phrasing of like how he described it to us was so he had his hand on his iPod Touch, guy grabbed his arm. He's like, so I tried to jerk him off.
Yeah. Well, more physical. To get pickpocketed, I had to have my hand out of my pocket.
But
I did this.
Cody's
I use that terminology of I jerked him off. I tried jerking him off.
all it takes for Stefan to jerk someone off is a fucking iPod
One
Touch.
try to steal his shit.
How dare you?
It's like one iPod Touch is what it's worth.
Yep.
Yeah,
He's a broken little piece of shit too. The iPod Touch was shattered to no belief.
Yeah, aren't they all though?
Yeah, no kidding.
You said it best, brother.
Brother.
What are we doing here?
I don't
What is
fucking
this?
know.
For me, I'm trying to think of like mythical creatures and like things that are.
Or an incubus.
What about?
Yeah. You mean a succubus?
Oh yeah, that one. What's an incubus?
It's the male version.
Oh fuck that.
No, are you sure you didn't mean that one?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Was that a Freudian slip?
A what?
A Freudian slip.
Never heard that before.
Oh.
No, it wasn't. It's a completely different word.
Huh?
Incubus and succubus?
No.
I
What?
don't think you would be able
do
to
you know-
Freudian slip that. Yeah, I know what it means.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't need to be close.
Yeah, I guess so. I think you just didn't know what one was which.
Yeah.
Or that one, the male version existed.
I'm thinking about it now. There's a lot of like Greek gods, if they existed,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that are women.
Yeah.
Aphrodite.
Yeah, Aphrodite.
Yeah, I was
That's the
thinking.
one
You know
that
what
we
I was
never-
thinking? I was thinking that like Katy Perry song when I came up with that idea. Like, wait, is it Katy Perry? The Aphrodite? Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
Is it Katy Perry?
I think so.
Make me an Aphrodite.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Yeah,
I can't remember. Isn't
Do
it
you?
Dark House, Dark Horse, or something like that?
That's Katy Perry. Katy Perry sang Dark Horse.
Is that not who we were talking about?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay. there we
Sorry,
go.
you
I'm like,
confused
no,
me.
you're correct then. I didn't know she was sang for that
Yeah,
band.
it's not a band.
No,
Group. Whatever it
Dark
is.
Horse is another song that she sang.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fucking
See,
extra.
I got
don't know
confused
shit.
by what he was saying. You clarified, and then
See, Dark Horse just sounds like a band name.
Dark Horse. Yeah.
If you have to pick a world with one of the fantasy creatures being alive in it, what one would you pick?
What world?
No, I'm just saying, like, hypothetically. If you're just like, you know what? I'm going to go in a world this fantasy creature exists, and you...
Oh,
like a fucking
that's kinda
dream, but
cool.
in
Oh,
real
that's
life.
what you're saying.
I like that question.
Yeah, I'd want it to be something super dangerous, but with like a really fucking not threatening mentality at all. But not because like they're kind, but because they're like they don't really know.
So like stupid and strong.
So yeah, stupid and strong,
Like golems?
Like-
rock golem. Or like
those
rock
like
giant
mythical
or-
dinosaur creatures with like the personality of Joe Biden.
From, like, the...
We'll just say dinosaurs.
If there was a movie that had talking dinosaurs that went...
Okay, let's choose something else. How about like fucking orgs, or like fucking giants and shit like that, like giants, but like with like Joe Biden personality, where they
Okay,
just
yeah, like a peaceful
stare
giant.
confidently confused,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I'm with you. I don't know, actually. I asked this question without really thinking about it. So you were next.
Wait, does it have to be
Like a fantasy creature.
a fantasy creature, but like
Or supernatural creature. Ooh.
I don't
I
know.
don't really care.
Fuck. Because I was thinking like way too not real for a minute. Like
Just the little point of fantasy, bro.
no, but I meant like not like just outside of the realm of like possibility. Like I'm like Pokemon.
Oh,
in my
that'd
head.
be fucking dope.
Oh, that
I didn't think of that. That'd have been sick. That would be sick, yeah.
But like to me, I'm like, is that too far out of the realm of like
Fantasy? Not really.
real though? Because I
Real.
was like I wouldn't put Pokemon in the same league as like witches. You know, it's like
It really depends on the story that builds
Yeah.
around it, right? Like, technically, Pokemon is like a new age fantasy.
okay,
Type
I wish fucking
right?
Digimon existed.
That'd be cool
Digimon
too.
would
Fucking
dope.
Digimon would be dope too. That'd be dope. That's a dope world.
Uh,
Right. I think where we actively knew that aliens actually existed. Like, they visited Earth and you're like in a society with aliens.
Are they chill?
Huh?
Are they chill?
Yeah, they're like chill and don't want to kill us at this moment.
How I would like to exist in the Dragon Ball Z universe.
That'd be cool.
Oh,
Too.
yeah, cool as fuck.
That'd be a dope universe to be in. I think I prefer Pokemon over there.
Actually, I was gonna be like, I would like to exist in one of those worlds where those like advertisements for porn games exist. Like, do you do you know what I'm talking? This game will make you come in
Oh,
5 seconds.
That's so funny.
In that world.
Yo, back to dreams though. I've never came during a dream. In a dream.
Multiple times.
And I've never had a wet dream. And like I'm always like, oh my god, I'm gonna come, and then I wake up.
Yeah. Yeah, I would actually most of the time. The only reason I remember these is because I would get lucid in them. No, but then I would actively try to wake myself up because now I'm afraid I'm about to come in my pants in the real world.
Boys,
So I'm just like, wait a minute. I'm
boys,
like, wait a minute. I should probably wake up just to make sure I don't actually jizz in my pants, please.
boys, I'm about to get lucid.
I'm gonna get so lucid tonight.
Super lucid.
Yeah, I don't know. Mythical shit is kind of cool. I never really bought into any of that fantasy stuff. I think you're just kind of like lying to yourself and trying to escape reality if you like look into those things for too long. I know that's like what you do for work, but like fuck your job.
Oh, yeah, you mean like D&D and
Yeah, that's shit.
all that stuff?
Never could do it. Like I haven't got into any fucking popular movie series other than like Resident Evil, and that's because I think the girl is hot and she has cool moves.
Yeah.
But like Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, stuff like that, no. I haven't watched it.
Some of the fandoms are really fucking deep in those
I just
ones.
can't get behind it, man.
Like what? The fantasy?
Any of that. Like
Movies? Like
yeah, well like
I hate things.
yeah.
just really like things that are just so fantasy. I don't know. I feel like it has to be tied to reality in some sort of way.
Oh,
Yeah,
like
for it to like for you to be
Yeah,
real,
yeah.
like yeah, this makes sense. It might have happened.
And it doesn't even have to be a good explanation. Like
Yeah.
why'd I have an accent there?
what do you mean by that though? Like a TV show?
like
What?
Lord of the Rings.
Okay, so for example, like something I can get into, Captain America, I got into that pretty
Oh,
Pretty far.
because it's close enough.
because they're like because they had an
Yeah.
explanation. They're like, oh, we just injected this fucker with some I don't know
Yeah.
Kool-Aid, and now he has superpowers. I'm like, okay, you injected something, that's cool. You know, Spider-Man, he
Yeah.
was bit by a spider, he had spider
Yeah.
like abilities. Spider.
What about like aliens? Because like that's very questionable. Because like they could just not exist.
They could just not exist. But the reason why I don't get into any of that stuff either is because nobody has a fucking idea what if there is creatures out there would look like. Right? So I'm just
Yeah.
like, you're just making all this up. I can't get behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, you mean like people that get into it and start talking about it.
But why is it that you question the existence of aliens, but not the existence of a serum that would make him like that?
No, because like I think you're missing the. Okay, so the reason why I got into Captain America was because they had an explanation as to why he could do that. The whole aliens thing, like the only thing it changed about him is that it made him stronger and taller, right? Because of the serum, which I know is not true, but like, it's not like they like injected him with a serum and then he became like a different entirely thing, like an entirely different thing. The thing with the aliens that I can't get behind is the fact that they don't know what they would look like. And I'm like, so you're just making all that up. I don't know if I can get behind that idea.
Yeah, he's talking about you can't get anything that would literally be pure fantasy. Right? Where like the serum can be, you know, if you don't trust governments enough, you might believe that the government might have this fucking serum that can do this. Right? But he's talking about things that you have to actively like make up a character like
Just a reasoning.
yeah. Like I understand, man, it's really hard for me to explain it though.
Yeah, like there just needs to be a simple explanation. It doesn't have to be a good one. But,
Yeah.
but like there is no explanation as to why people think aliens would look like that.
It depends on what sci-fi movie you're watching.
Yeah, you're right. If they could explain it to me in that moment, sure. But
Yeah.
like, there's been so many scenes where like
Oh yeah,
the aliens
like-
land on Earth and they get out of the spaceship and they just look fucking ridiculous. So
Do you
I'm
think aliens exist?
what do you define as an alien?
Something not from our world.
Okay. Yeah, I do. I think with the amount of stars that are in the sky, to think that the Earth is the only habitable planet in the entire universe is absolutely I like there's no fucking possible way. Right? Like there has to be at least fucking one more with some kind of life on it.
So it's the idea that, okay, we can say that aliens exist. It's just the way that they're painting them.
Exactly. It's just the way they're portrayed.
Do you believe that aliens are smarter?
I mean, I don't know if they found us, but we haven't found them, so I don't really think there's a clear winner.
Yeah.
So unless they like revealed themselves?
In a way, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, like, I'm not saying yes or no. I'm just saying I don't know. Because there is no indication that they would
Okay.
be.
I think I got a little more idea of how that works for you.
Okay. Yeah, I got a weird mind, guys.
Yeah, I
Welcome to the podcast where Alex explains his head.
just
What creature or baked beyond belief idea would be the most terrifying to you?
Probably an action alien.
I was
invasion.
asking AJ.
No. I answered.
Oh, what?
first.
An action alien?
Like an alien invasion of some sort, where then I try to give us peace or talk to humanity at all, and just like, yeah, this planet, we want it. Right? Like, actively invade us. It's like, because zombies, like, it would suck, but I feel like if you're lucky, you might survive.
I don't believe the zombie outbreak would win against the human population.
It's the only way it would is if it knocked out like 70% of the human population, like at one time.
And the only reason why I say that is like we have armies that are trained to take down other armies with the same, if not better, weaponry against them. Why the fuck can't they shoot a crowd of fucking slow moving things?
It's airborne COVID-19.
Is
Yeah.
it though?
If it spread,
I don't know.
if it spread like COVID-19, but it was more spreadable, like for the initial like 48 hours, whatever they get around the planet, it would obviously longer than that, probably like a week or two to get all around. And then for some reason, whatever that died, and the new one was like it couldn't infect other people because I don't know, natural immunity to shit, right? Who knows? That could be one explanation, right? So it kills like 70% of the population. For an example, 70% of the population now on Earth after like 2 weeks because it spread around the Earth is dead, right? So you only have what, like 500 million people, close to 1 billion people left.
Yeah, but that's still more than enough to take down a shit ton of people.
Yeah.
If they,
But,
if
but
they know how
like,
to take out
worldwide,
arms.
right? It's like the thing is like, if you're in a city and for whatever reason you're like one of that 700 and something million people left on the planet, and you're fucking alone,
Yeah, you're pretty dicked.
yeah, you're fucked, right?
Yeah.
My answer is the Chucky doll.
Oh, that'd be pretty bad.
Yeah.
I would hate that.
Yeah. See, this is where I have a little bit of a different opinion again. I'm not scared of dying in any way, shape, or form. So like for something for me to be like terrifying, like it has to fuck with like my psyche, like my head,
Mhm.
right? Because like if it's like these things are gonna come down and vaporize you, I'm like, all right, whatever.
Well, it's not so
Whatever,
much.
dude.
Yeah.
The
But,
only
like,
one that I find that scariest is not so much that like I'm afraid of that. Like I'm actively scared. I'm just like the situation I would be in. I would not know if I, for whatever reason, survived, how I would react.
well, you wouldn't.
What do you mean?
If you didn't survive, you wouldn't react.
Yeah, you wouldn't react. But I'm not scared of dying. That's why I'm like, yeah, that sucks. But my brain automatically goes to the worst scenario, which would be surprise you're alive and now you just watched maybe so and so die or so and so happening, or you realize the world's absolute fucked.
What
Yeah.
if there was like an alien that like their job was like just to come down and torture you in the worst ways and keep you alive as long as possible?
Yeah, I'm not scared of that. Like that would suck. But actively right now, I'm not
I'd be scared. Yeah, I'd be more scared of that than like just dying.
Yeah, like that would
Like,
suck.
Like being tortured is
Yeah.
is not a fun time.
No, I can't imagine being tortured would be a fun time. But at this moment, slightly high. I'm not scared of that.
Did you want to try it? We have restraints in here.
Oh God,
We'll get you them.
waterboard me just.
There's a bunch of like little ones that are like terrifying. Like I don't know, like the idea that like a supernatural can like possess you.
Yeah, that's what fucks
The
with me.
possessing one. Yeah, that would.
Because like demons and shit can fuck with like your head.
Mhm.
Or even like mental health. Like mental health
Yeah.
just to like make you think you're not you, or like that, or you're just watching you go.
Yeah.
Watch me go.
Here to go.
Yeah.
I gotta piss again.
This guy, a racehorse. Like, what do you think is the most outrageous one that people like, that there's actively people saying that they exist? Like aliens, like shit, like Bigfoot. So that's one.
Nessie, I think more Nessie for me.
Like this,
That doesn't exist.
like the Loch Ness monster.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that one.
Yeah.
Plot twist, it was actually just me swimming in a lake and my dick fell out. Yeah, no. I just think that yeah, Loch Ness Monster, those sea creatures and shit like that. Especially when they're in like just like open lakes. They're like, there's a sea monster here, and it's like this thing is only 50 feet wide.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I don't think the Ness, like, now if we're talking about like big creatures live in the bumfuck, how deep in the ocean that we can't see, sure.
Yeah.
But what if it looked like that, but its name wasn't Nessie? It was like Frank.
just like lived in the
We would
deep
just
ocean?
Label it as Nessie.
I don't know, I'm just,
Yeah, we're
I'm just
probably-
making a joke. When he comes out, I'm like, I'm not Nessie.
Stop being nice.
Stop
and
looking
then
for me.
the most believable one, like witches, vampires.
See, I don't know, not for me. I'd say
Witches happen.
Well, okay. Yeah, but like, it's not what a witch
Yeah.
should be.
yes.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but I'm saying like I could see an actual witch.
Hello,
Being
I
a-
now collect stones. Am I a witch?
Yeah.
No. I meant like, you know what I meant, like the more of the fantasy witch
Yeah.
where she has powers.
You think that's closer to being real than? Fuck.
Well, demons would be like my next one, like on that.
Yeah, I'd say
Even-
demons, and then like probably
Yeah.
aliens.
Aliens is a really good one. I think there has to be something else. You know.
Yeah, absolutely.
If we'll find it, that's another question. Oh, fuck. I was thinking, like, I'm so iffy about some. Like, there's a lot of things that people do in like the world that it's like so unbelievable, and like there's some that are definitely not believable. Like mind readers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they can go fuck themselves.
But what I mean by that is
Scammers.
like what if somebody told you something that is like exactly, I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean like someone come up to you being like, my fortune teller
Like,
told
I
me
could-
that this is going to happen.
I
and
could
believe that's
see
you.
some person in this world actually having something like that.
Yeah, I agree with
Like
that.
the absolute coincidence.
I
that it could happen and
had a
nothing?
fortune
Yeah.
teller come up to me. I told you that story, right?
No.
So it was myself, Ryan Keating, and like another person, and I had a great idea of like, let's do the Stanley Park Plaza challenge, where we go get something to eat from every fucking thing here. And it was our final stop. I was at the Tim Hortons, and I was like, I'm gonna get 2 donuts. So I eat the first donut, and then I cram the second donut in my mouth. Like I have fucking donuts spilling out of my mouth at this point. And this lady approaches us and goes like, and her hand is shaking, and she's like, I can see your future. Can I tell you what it is? And we're all like, sure.
This is like a fucking movie.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
And so she points to Ryan, and she says like, this is the career you're going to take or something. I can't remember the exact same thing. There was a guy there named Bobo, we called him, but it was Kellen.
Mm.
Kalen. I don't fucking know his last name. Either way, She was like, you're gonna be like an architect or like some structural engineer. And then she pointed to me and she was like, I don't actually know what you're gonna do, but you're gonna be wearing a suit. As I'm like cramming donuts in my mouth. I'm like, you're good. You're good at this. So
Ooh.
it was really weird.
Yeah.
Where's your suit, boy?
Yeah, I have a
Where's your
suit and it's
suit?
all black. It's for a wedding I went to that was all Halloween themed.
Maybe she meant you're gonna be married.
I was wearing a suit and I married my friends.
Hold on a second. I just proposed to Alex.
Yep. With weed.
He said no.
I did. Yeah. Fortune tellers and shit like that, mind readers. That like, yeah, I don't feel like that's too far of a stretch.
Yeah. It makes sense.
I could see them having something more than what there is.
Yeah.
Something terrifying that I just realized like wasn't something necessarily in belief before, but like AI, like robots.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, easy.
100%.
That's so close.
No way
Yeah.
that hasn't happened.
It's not even like it's happening. Like
Yeah, it literally is.
Yeah, we see it in real
there's
time.
aliens
It's crazy.
among us, and they're created by us.
Well, should we do our closer now then?
Yeah, we've talked quite a while. We've talked quite a while now, guys.
All right. Thank you for coming to our first Baked Beyond Belief podcast. It was actually fun. I didn't get anxious from the weed, and
I enjoyed it. It was a good time. I enjoyed being a basic white man. And actually this, solid 10 out of 10.
Well, boys, this was our first Baked Beyond Belief podcast. We covered some areas like what is our favorite,
yeah,
what is the worst, what is the closest being reality. We talked a lot about trips.
And
Yeah.
dreams.
Trips and dreams. Dreams is
Dreams.
really cool.
Yeah.
Dreams is cool.
Dreams is cool.
Dreams is nice.
Dreams is very nice. Anyways, this is our first, and we're gonna have a few more of these podcasts. Well, this is all we're doing from now on. So there's gonna be a limited time available shirt in the merch store with our brand new logo on it. Wow.
Wow.
Isn't that amazing?
Wow, very nice.
Wow.
It's going to be available in the merch store soon, and it should be available when this video's on. Holy fuck.
It's not the big one.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Just all the cameras turning off.
All the cameras are going.
Scaring
All
me.
right, boys.